How do you tell the Marzen beer style to go to bed? Night, Marzen. Beer, 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 ba beer, ba beer, beer, beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Mate Brewski, for the Brewski review. And today the beer I have for you is by the Beau'S Brewing Company out of Van Cleek, Ontario, and this is their Night Marzen. Big orange blood moon right on the front of the can behind a very blue night sky with a farm in the foreground. Boom. Very, very nice indeed. Orange and blue can, a little bit of white accenting going on. And their Night Marzen is an amber lager coming in at 5.5% alcohol by volume. No listed IBUs here on the beautiful can, but website definitely shows us coming in at 30 IBUs. So without further ado, let's crack this bad boy open and see what we got. I don't think I've had a Marzen in a while, so it's a good time to have one. Pouring into my Lake of Bays tulip style glass because I can finally use it, being on a reading week. And amber indeed. Boom. 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 Looking at the beer, fairly clear, nice, medium amber color, light to medium amber color, little bit of a tanned, slightly tanned head on top. Looking quite nice indeed. Gold when you get the light on there. Let's have a smell. On the nose, it's not too, I was going to say impressive. It's not impressive. Not too intense of an aroma. A little bit of breadiness, slight biscuity. Light caramel, some maybe slight toffee, but I think I'm going on a stretch there. But yeah, bready, slightly toasted, caramel, grainy, nothing too crazy. Let's give it a little bit of a swirl. Anything more? The caramel definitely pops up a bit more on the swirl. Let's have a sip. Okay. Yeah, it seems like a pretty standard amber lager, to be honest. Nothing that's, I guess, making it a lot different than others, per se. Bready, grainy, toasty, caramel. You get that sort of ambery, almost like little bitterness in the background, which in bready terms, sort of like a sourdough, but not really. More like almost like a bitter pumpernickel in a sense, or medium, like just brown bread. I totally forgot to cheers you guys. Sorry about that. Cheers everybody. Let's keep on drinking. Yeah, it's got a little bit of bitteriness going on. A bit of a, florally, somewhat earthy bitterness as well. Right in the background. Not my favorite kind of bitterness. Amber lagers are kind of hit and miss with me. Some are really nice. Some have that extra bit of bitterness, which I find not super pleasant for my personal palate. Sort of the same way as pilsners go. They kind of have that weird right before the finish and finish a lingering bitterness that I just have never come around to really enjoying. It's just, I don't know, something about them have that bit of a zing per se, and it's not my favorite thing in the world, but I can always, drink and still enjoy the rest of the beer. In terms of body, I'd say light to medium, more on the lighter side of the body. Nothing super heavy, definitely very crisp and effervescent for sure, but just in a slightly darker profile than compared to just your regular lager. Moving over to the very big Blood Moon can. That's a huge Blood Moon. We all know what they look like. Definitely not that big in person, but sometimes they look pretty damn large. So Beau'S Night Marzen. Toasted malt and crisp lager finish, it says. Any other descriptions? No. Family run, employee owned, organic. No real big description, just that short toasted malt and crisp lager finish. We do have ingredients though: local spring water, organic barley malts, organic hops, and brewer's yeast. Store cold, drink fresh. And on the bottom, a clearly labeled brewed on date. The what's the 7th month? It's wow. This is a very okay. Yeah, it's a bit older. Seven. What the hell? 7 July 30th, 2019. So definitely a few months old. Nothing too bad though. Still very fresh, and indeed not as fresh as some, but hey, it's still up there in the freshness category. Clearly labeled brewed on date though, which absolutely awesome. Now sit back, relax for a minute, because Beau'S always has an amazing website with just a shit ton of information, and we're going to go through that right now. So Beau'S.ca will bring you to the Beau'S website conveniently. Go to the beer section, scroll down a bit, you find Night Marzen Amber Lager, 5.5% ABV, and 30 IBUs. Let's start with the big description here. Night Marzen is Beau'S certified organic amber lager. A mild toasted malt sweetness is kept perfectly in check by 2 varieties of European hops. With its snappy finish and this any occasion lager is great alongside anything roasted or grilled. History and style. Beau'S has been brewing this multi-award winning Marzen recipe every fall for more than a decade. Marzen is a traditional German lager style that takes its name from the month of March, when it was historically brewed. The beer would then be lagered in cellars through the summer and then released in the fall. Tasting notes. Marzen pours a clear copper amber with a white foam. It has a warm bread aromas, a biscuity malt flavor, and a firm hop presence that lends balancing bitterness. That lends balancing bitterness. An ultra clean lager finish completes the package in this highly drinkable beer. Food pairings, one of my favorite things. Crispy grilled pork chops, roasted root vegetables, stuffed peppers, barbecue pizza, oca or Havarti cheeses. Very nice. Awards. 3rd place for the Amber Dark European Lagers Farm Table Marzen 2015 National Organic Craft Beer Competition. 3rd place in Lagers as Night Marzen in the 2014 National Organic Craft Beer Competition. And also 3rd overall as Night Marzen in the 09 National Organic Brewing Challenge in California, USA. So that is absolutely awesome. Which is why they say multi-award winning beer. We've been through ingredients, but we now can do the malts, hops, and yeast. Malts are a Munich, Vienna, Carafoam, and Caramunic, which are all organic, as well with the hops, organic Palate, and organic Strissel Spalt, and the yeast is a German lager yeast. Finally, rounding all the information out is little specs. ABV 5.5, 30 IBUs. No listed original gravity, but a final gravity of 2.5 degrees Plato. An ideal serving temperature of 4 to 6 degrees Celsius. And suggested glassware is a Stein. I do not own a proper Stein. That is one thing that I definitely need to get my hands on, because I think that would just add so much more layers to my glassware collection. And I think I should shoot a video about glassware, because I think that'd be kind of cool. Moving forward, getting off topic. Available at Beau'S Tap Room in the Fall Mix Pack and at your LCBO in Ontario. Why would an LCBO be anywhere else? Would not make sense. Does not go with the name. Liquor Control Board of Ontario, for people who don't know that. But yes, moving forward. At your local LCBO, if you do want to pick up the Night Marzen, you will be spending $3.45. Solid price for a solid beer. Still, being a broke college kid, it can get very daunting. Sometimes I'm looking at those ice beers and I'm thinking, $2 or $3.45. I'd still rather spend $3.45 and get much better beer. But that's just me. Finally out on tapped, Night Marzen by Beau'S Brewing Company has been given a 3.58 bottle caps out of 5, and that's out of 6,138 ratings. So a shit ton of people have enjoyed this beer. Then again, if it's winning awards back in 09, you know, like that kind of makes sense because it's a long time to drink beer and for people to drink your beer. Yeah, overall, nice beer. Nothing too crazy about it. Nothing that's very not fun about it. It does have that sort of, you know, bitterness in the near the finish, which I'm not a huge fan of, but that kind of goes across all, or most amber ales that I've had, and also most pilsners that I have. It's just something that I just don't really enjoy too much. But hey, you get over it, and the rest of the beer's pretty damn good. Yeah, good stuff. Good fall stuff. With that said, guys, cheers on the final sip. Let's get ready to ratings and wrap this thing up. Beau'S Night Marzen. Solid beer, solid amber ale. Nothing super fancy about it, nothing super lackluster about it. It's just a solid amber ale. So if you're looking for an amber ale that's very delicious, and nothing that's outside the world of amber ales, a great choice for it indeed. That's why Beau'S Night Marzen gets solid 7.5 out of 10. As for presentation, even though there's not a ton of information on the can design is fantastic. You do have ingredients listed here. You do have a very short and sweet toasted malt and crisp lager finish description. And on the bottom, a clear labeled brewed on date is just perfect. But when you get to the website, Beau'S. The amount of time and care and information you throw onto your website is what I strive to achieve the day I open my brewery and my brewery website up, because it's phenomenal. And with that said, just because the website is so in-depth, deserves the whole presentation mark to be a solid 10 out of 10. And that's just about it. So, before I leave you guys, if you have any comments, what the hell am I saying? So before I leave you guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers you want me to review in the future, leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and like this video or subscribe to me, Mate Brewski, would greatly appreciate it as well. And with all that said, that's going to do it for me, Mate Brewski. Like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers. Now that it's nighttime and in the fall, I gotta wrap this up to go see the election, because I guess that's the thing to do, right? Cheers.